Jealousy never suited me, and I never had cause to feel it. When you marry someone like Sarah, who gazes at you as if you're the only man in the world, you don't dwell on betrayal. You feel fortunate, blessed even. We shared 18 years of marriage. I met her when she was 23, just out of college, clutching a literature degree and harboring dreams of writing novels. I was 28, managing a modest construction crew. I wasn't flashy, no suits, no corner office, but I was dependable, yearning for something enduring. A home, a life, a family. She said she wanted that too. We began humbly. A one-bedroom apartment, second-hand furniture, and pizza every Friday night. Sarah supported me through the grind, long hours, endless paperwork, the stress of running a business. She organized receipts, urged me to pause and breathe when it all felt overwhelming. When we finally saved enough to buy a small fixer-upper, it was a triumph. She picked the tiles, I laid them. She painted, I built. That house became our creation, every corner shaped by our hands. I thought we were forging something together, piece by piece, dream by dream. But building something with someone doesn't mean they won't tear it down. The signs crept in quietly. Sarah had always been attentive, serene, a bit introspective. Then she started drifting, smiling at her phone in ways that felt secretive, taking longer showers with her phone always nearby, wearing perfume on days she stayed home. I asked if something was wrong, if she was troubled. She gave me a gentle smile, said, "No, love, just lost in my thoughts, you know me." And I did. Sarah could be dreamy, absorbed in her own world. I convinced myself it was fleeting. Still, a nagging unease lingered. One night, I was in the garage working late. She didn't know I was still outside. Through the window, I saw the kitchen light snap on. It was nearly midnight. Sarah entered, phone pressed to her ear, laughing, a bright, unguarded laugh I hadn't heard in ages. That laugh wasn't for me. It was lighter, playful, as if she were someone else for whoever was on the line. She leaned against the counter, twirled her hair, said, "You're terrible," and bit her lip. That small gesture revealed everything. She'd never done that with me, not even in our early days. Something shifted in me, not anger, but something colder, sharper. I didn't want a confrontation. I wanted the truth. The next morning, I acted as if nothing had happened. I kissed her forehead, said I'd be working late. Instead, I went to an electronics store and bought a few small motion-activated cameras, simple to hide, easy to install. That night, I told Sarah I was setting them up around the house, citing recent neighborhood break-ins. She nodded, barely listening, her eyes fixed on her phone. Over the next few days, I placed 2 cameras inside. One in the living room, another angled at the front door from the hallway. They synced to a private cloud. I didn't check them daily, I waited. The first week yielded nothing. The second, I heard a man's voice, too faint to discern, while Sarah paced the living room, barefoot, wineglass in hand. Her hair was loose, and she looked nervous. Then she smiled, that secretive smile. I knew I was close. Week 3 delivered clarity. It was a Thursday. I was supposed to be at a job site an hour away, and Sarah thought I'd be gone until late. Around 2 p.m. he arrived. Mid-30s, tall, lean, dressed casually in yoga pants and a hoodie. He walked in like he belonged. Sarah kissed him at the door, not hesitantly, but with familiarity, a kiss steeped in history. He carried takeout Thai. I heard her say, "You remembered?" He replied, "Always do." They settled on the couch, my couch, feeding each other bites like lovesick kids. That was the moment I stopped loving her. I didn't cry or shout. I watched, fists tight, heart empty. I downloaded the footage and saved it. Then I dug into him. His name was Ethan, owner of a local yoga studio called Inner Light. He drove a hybrid, drank oat milk, posted about mindfulness and energy flow. I wanted to despise him, but what I felt was worse, humiliation. He wasn't a better man, just a soft-spoken wellness guru cloaked in platitudes. He didn't steal my wife, she gave herself to him. They both had to pay. First, I secured our finances discreetly. I opened a new account, redirected my paycheck, and moved nearly $40,000 I'd saved quietly. Sarah never noticed. I left enough in our joint account to avoid suspicion. Then I targeted Ethan. I created a fake identity, Mark Sullivan, an entrepreneur planning a chain of high-end wellness centers. Using a burner account, I messaged him, praising his content and proposing a branding partnership. His ego lapped it up. We arranged to meet at a luxury condo I'd rented for the weekend under my real name, Sleek, with marble floors and skyline views. I told Sarah I had a last-minute business trip. She barely glanced up as I left. Ethan arrived on time, Saturday at 11 a.m., all smiles, hair in a neat bun, wearing a fitted black tee. I offered him coffee and we chatted. He called my energy grounded. I nodded, then said, "There's someone you should meet." I opened the bedroom door, and Sarah stepped out, expecting Mark, for a couple's wellness retreat I'd hinted at. She thought she was still in the clear. Instead, she saw Ethan and me. Her face went pale, eyes wide. Ethan's confidence crumbled into confusion, then panic. "You know Sarah, don't you?" I asked, voice steady. She whispered my name, as if it could undo the moment. I gestured to the couch. "Sit." They stayed frozen. So I played the footage. Them laughing, kissing, her massaging his feet on our couch, our dog napping nearby, her whispering his name. Ethan blanched. Sarah sank into a chair. "You recorded us?" she murmured. "No," I said. "You recorded yourselves. Your phone synced to the cloud." She buried her face in her hands. Ethan opened his mouth, but I cut him off. "Don't. I've seen the texts. You knew she was married. You laughed about me. How easy I was to deceive." He fell silent. Then I played my final move. "Your sponsors got a copy too, along with screenshots of you boasting about charming married clients. Check your inbox." Ethan's face collapsed. He mumbled something and moved toward the door. But my friend, a former boxer, stood in the hall just in case. Ethan backed down fast. Sarah sobbed, saying she didn't know why she'd done it, that she was confused, that she still loved me. I looked at her and felt nothing but weariness. "I filed for divorce," I told her. "You'll get the papers Monday. Keep the house. I'll leave. The dog comes with me, don't contest it. I have the vet bills and your texts complaining about his fur." She reached for me. I stepped away. That was the last time I saw her face to face. I moved into a modest apartment and started fresh, rebuilding methodically. I blocked her number, deleted our photos, and surrounded myself with people who valued me. I never looked back. Ethan's studio shut down 2 months later amid whispers of him exploiting students. I had no hand in it. Fate took care of him. Sarah tried contacting me, new numbers, voicemails about missing the security I gave her. But some people don't crave safety. They chase thrill, secrets, chaos. When you give them everything, they don't see devotion. They see vulnerability. I'm not vulnerable anymore. I've built my peace from scratch, and I'll guard it fiercely.